So it's Sheffield Wednesday versus Stoke City, and we need to get 3 points at home to crack it on. But we got the protest and a very young bench. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So Sheffield Wednesday today are playing Stoke City at home. We have got a full, pretty much fullish house by the looks of it with season ticket holders, that is. North Stand being open is really good, but we had a really good display midweek versus Bolton in the cup, and we weren't too bad at versus Leicester. Just I think a little bit of Leicester quality shone through, but we kept it quite low, which is something that we were not expecting as a fan base. We thought that was going to be a thrashing. So we go play Stoke at home. These are your lineup today: Charles, Valerie, Otabio, Iorfa, Matlow, Palmer, Fusery, Bannon, Ingleson, Jamalo, Cadamartri, Stretch, Weaver, Johnson, Shipton, Thornton, Kabachi, McNeil, Brown, and Ugbo are on the bench. Brown from the academy, so it'll be interesting to see. Johansson, Teshamichi, Law, Whatnot, Cresswell, Secco, Baker. Keep an eye on Baker, we know about him, we used to have him. Juno, Thompson, Manoff, and Mumba are the starting lineup. Boham, Mears, Gibson, Phillip, Bocat, Smith, Donnelly, Batayumi, and Bozak is their bench. Be interesting to see what happens. We know what we get from a Mark Robins team, and it's basically organised. Very organised. They'll all know what their jobs are, and they'll all know whereabouts they come into it. So it'll be interesting to see how we do it. Hopefully Sheffield Wednesday can get 3 points at home. Protested going on as well today, so it'll be interesting to see if that affects anyone or they're just going to crack on with the game. Bannon back as well, which is also a big bonus. So let's see how we get on in the game. First half, it's been a weird one because they took a very early lead. It was bad play by us. Sean loses it in midfield, and we just don't manage to get on top of it. And they managed to take a very easy, simple goal within a space of, I think it was just under 2 minutes. And it just put us on the back foot, and it wasn't great. And you're thinking, we need to try and get forward a little bit more and move the ball around. And in spells, we've been really good. We've been really good at moving the ball around. Ingleson, I would say, have been absolutely fantastic. Really much being that engine room in midfield, just trying to get in and around it. And Cads have done well with holding the ball up. We've had some really good triangles, moving the ball around, trying to get it into the right positions and trying to do a bit of give and go work as well. Really good ball in by Ingleson at one point to try and have a really good chance into the box, but just got cleared. One of the good spells of the game was Cads get the ball, gets it to Valerie, make the move himself, and then just heads it over. Then there was a really good bit where we get the ball into the box, good passing by Bannon and Ingleson to move the ball forward with a bit of Palmer involved. Low headers it down for Sean Fuser, and he just doesn't have the power on it at all. It's just one you kind of wish someone else was there. Defended okay at Bell. We're doing quite well at using Charles in his distribution really well. That ladder got such good feet for a goalkeeper. It's ridiculous. You can see why at one point in his career he was a midfielder that went into the back of the net. But we've had some good play. They have a really good chance where it cleared off the line by Palmer, and then they have another chance that just goes over the crossbar. And you're thinking, oh, that's a close one. We could have had something there for them, and they could have been a lot more outside, but we're not lost our heads. We're keeping the ball well when we are doing it. It's just missing little bits of that quality that we know this team at the moment doesn't have, or that little bit of experience that we could just do to bind it all together a little bit. But some really good play. Stoke have played well. Couple of soft fouls on them go down, but it's very much how Mark Robins sets up. It's been how it is when we played a Mark Robins team. It's just how they work. But Stoke, to their credit, they've done some good work themselves. Really good build-up play, trying to get us on the counter and trying to open us up when we're going forward. So we're having to work really hard to get back into those defensive positions and just try and make sure we're solid. So at half-time, it's 1-0 Stoke, but at the moment, if we keep trying to do these little intricate passes and triangles, we might get somewhere. But for me, so far, Cads and Ingolson have been absolutely fantastic this first half. So let's see what we do in the second half. Well, we're going to have to get used to this style of season this season, aren't we? Come out of the traps and we ain't woke up. Very simple goal, ball over the top. Charles comes out to try and make the angle a bit harder. Simple goal. Very simple goal. 2-0. And at that point, you're like, right, we just need to start trying to dig in here and see what happened, boys, and try and get at it. I don't think we played badly. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we played badly, but when they've taken their chances and when they got in behind us, it's showing the lack of a pre-season we've had. There've been times where we lost the ball a lot and not been able to get hold of it, but Ingolson, for me, was one of the better players out of this squad. And you're thinking, can we try and make that go on a little bit and try and see what we can do here? Because when we have gone forward, there have been some really good chances. There was an excellent save by their keeper to keep it at 2-1. 2-0, sorry. Because it was a really good chance by Matt Lowe and then it was a really good chance by Palmer. Great double save. And when you're trying to go, Johansson is not the guy you want to try and go past. Let's just say that. He's an amazing keeper and he does so well. We make some substitutions as well. So we make some subs. Fuchsia, Lowe and Autobio go off. Ubbo, Kabachi and McNeil go on. So we get to use...
Give us McNeil!
Give us McNeil. So we get to give us McNeil. And we do really well trying to get the ball forward and a really good crop on cross the Cads with the header going over. But then they make it free. Just a good counter-attacking ball. Charles comes out to try and again make it a harder chance for the guy. And it just goes past him. And it 3-0. And that game. But when you actually look at stats, though, as well, they've only had, what, 12 shots, 6 on target. We've had 15 and 5. But there was an excellent save by Johansson. Bannon with a ridiculous overhead kick. And it's outstretched arms and a really good save by him. We just couldn't really see anything coming today. Let's be honest with us. They played well when they had the ball and tried to move it forward. We defended okay. More substitutions near the end of the game. People just starting to get tired due to lack of pre-season. Palmer off, Johnson on, and we also brought Weaver on and Lowe off. But Ubbo had a shot and it was blocked. Came on, did a bit of running, not much. McNeil had a good little bit of link-up play as well. The football itself wasn't bad, as say. It's just, you can tell this is a squad that's not had a pre-season. You can tell this squad is a squad that just doesn't have any other squad depth. It doesn't have anyone else who's going to be able to come on and change it. We don't have the depth. We don't have anything like that. It's all a mess. And that's down to one person. And we know who that's down to. And the thing is, we're going to get games like this all season long. We're going to get results like this all season long. And it puts us in the bottom along with, I believe, Sheffield United. Yeah, Sheffield United bottom. We're just above them, all on the same points as well. So it's not a great start for both Sheffield clubs. But at the end of the day, we're in this position due to ownership. And if we get the ownership sorted, which fingers crossed we do, I know somebody's going to go, I don't see it happening. I can't see ownership changing. And even when we get the point deduction, it's still going to fuck us and all this kind of shit. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. But maybe there's a chance just to maybe try and get something where we can go beat to say NEFL or the FL managed to get us where we can be able to ratify some players through. As a whole, I don't think we were that bad. There were periods where Stoke just took advantage of being knackered and having no pre-season. And we're going to get that a lot. This is going to be one of the things we get. Play okay, have chances, keeper does amazing, but still get beat 3 or 4-0. We're just going to have to get used to this season we're probably going to have. And it's annoying because we want to be really competitive, but we can't be. we can't be made to be competitive this season until something changes. And even when something changes, it still might not help us. So Sheffield Wednesday lose 3-0 to Stoke. Some amazing save by Johansson. Another day, maybe we get 1 or 2 goals. But at the end of the day, it's a 3-0 loss. That 2 losses now. Next game is against Wrexham. Joys. Wrexham coming up. So next Saturday. But it's a week of training. So let's see what happens and see if we get anything changes in the window. Let finger crossed. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing. And we're on that road to 5K. So please try and help us out with that. If anything, subscribe so I can have a little bit of joy in our misery at a minute. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.